these, so maybe we'll do a little bit of onion rings too. No special sauce today. Some nice browning here. A lot of that browning is going to be from that butter. The milk solids flying off. And these are thin onions, so they will cook a little bit quicker. These onions are sounding pretty good. That sizzle. That's some loud sizzle. So what's everybody got planned for the weekend? It's the last weekend in May. We're headed into June. April, it's almost your birthday, I think. Nice. Love a new couch. What did you like in particular about the new couch? Or what was so wrong with the old couch? It's always a fun story. Kids and dogs? I gotcha. I got 2 dogs myself, no kids. I think we're going to call it there on the onions. They could go a little bit darker, but some of them are starting to almost get black. And we don't want a burnt onion on our delicious burger. But you can see that lovely pile of onions has reduced down to a shadow of its former self. Now they have their own. My aunt and uncle got new leather couches a long time ago, and they put a little shock collar thing under it so the dogs wouldn't go on it. And the first time the dog saw it, it went sprinting across the room. In midair, you just watched it like yelp and go flying and flailing. Nobody expected the dog to do that, but it was kind of funny. It's not nice, but it is pretty funny. Poor little fella. It was a pug too, so just imagine this pug flying, and then all of a sudden it hit turbulence because it heard the shocker go off, or it was a beep more than the shock. I don't think it actually hit the shock on it, but. Just the rough side of a sponge, or if you have steel wool or copper wool or whatever, you can use that too. I don't want to take all the oil out of the pan, or I don't want to, hit it too hard with any cleaners because I'm going to use it right away. So, but I do want anything that could burn while we're making smash patties not to burn. Gonna hit it with the Lowry's. Fill the quiet. Beeps and vibrates and shocks. Yeah. Yeah, most of those shock collars are beep collars. They only need to be shocked once for them to actually get the hint. Which is great, because then you don't feel like you're hurting your dog. So, all right, I need some parchment. Going to cut down this wax paper that I took out. Oops. I mutilated a little bit apparently. But. Just a smidge of oil. And then you want to hear that sizzle. Could be a little hotter, but we just put it back on, so. It's a pretty late dinner time here. I'm on the East Coast. It's about 8:42 in the evening. So it's a little late for dinner, but it's okay. The only person crying is the dog. And she's well fed. I usually do my streams at 6:30. I have a lot of people that watch from Central and West Coast, so. I like to give the people what they want, And it's going to take a really long time to cook that way, right? No, I'm only kidding. I like to put this down, and then I'll just use the bottom of this. And hold it in place so you get good contact with your, I could have done this in a bigger pan, but watch out for the steam. But the point of doing it on one side and then peeling it off on the other is so that you can flip it and get it down easier. I don't mind if they're touching. It's going to be okay. You know what? I heard a lot of people say that they were not impressed with the new A&W Smash Burger. I'm familiar with A&W. We used to have some in some of the malls around. They're not as popular as in Canada. I would preface with that, but I enjoyed it. I really liked their corn dog bites. Those onion rings back in, and then we'll pop our fries back in. We just did a birthday for my dog. We did cupcakes for her. Fries loaded in there. And you can see you can see the white spots in this. If you get a more consistent grind, you won't get as many holes. But those holes also give you like the steam. So, what kind of dogs? I have they're listed as Chihuahua mixes. One of them is a Bichon, a Pomeranian Bichon Chihuahua mix with a couple other little things, and then the other one's a Chihuahua Dachshund Min Pin mix. And she's the one that's barking because she loves cooking. Cooking is her favorite time of the day. And she's been very well cared for. She's on a diet, kind of, sort of. The seafood diet. She sees food, she eats it. That thing. Alright, we got our oil off, we got our fries and our onion rings out. I'm going to give these guys a nice flip. I can see the nice brown ring on there. I have to loosen up both sides. They smell great. And then I guess we'll just do some fresh garlic there. It's a little hotter than I want it. And then what they do at Sonic is they put a little bit of garlic butter on their burgers. The other advantage of an electric range is grease fires are a little bit harder than on a gas stove. And then we'll just make some space here because those are basically done. Oops. Stove is off, roast beef. Yeah, if I were a real burger place, I'd probably have a squirt bottle. This is definitely going to negatively impact my health score. Eight pickles, mustard, ketchup. And we'll let the heat do the rest of the work. April left us. It's a big old burger. I've got some half sourdough pickles right there. And we got some fresh, crispy French fries. Couple onion rings. If we had a little, we would put that right on there. If you blinked, you missed it. Make sure I used up all that whipped cream, because it sounded like it was getting close. Cooking is just about patience. There's a few things, you learn technique-wise, but methodology and patience are the big ones. So I encourage you to go out and try that. Work on yourself. It's a beautiful thing, especially when you get some insane cardiac disaster of a meal like this on National Hamburger Day in America. So thank you guys for hanging in there. I know it's only been about an hour and 5 here, but that dog cannot bark all night. It's getting kind of late here, and I need to take some pictures before I do that. So cheers, guys. Let's see who we can send you off to. If I get the time tomorrow, I might make that cheesecake. So let's actually copy and paste the right part of this message here. We're gonna raid our good friend Papa and Bean. It's been a while since we got a good raid on Papa. It says he's playing some Kingdom Come. And I like to do a Twitch ride raid here with not channel emotes. So you guys can copy a message and we'll send it on over to Papa and Bean. We'll catch you guys at least on Saturday. I'll send a message in the Discords otherwise. Cheers.